the voice in the wilderness of the people, coming to you in the great wind. This is the day that EZER has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. I pray that EZER has kept you in good health, with great strength, has protected you from all danger, from all accidents, and from all iniquity. And you, in turn, has been calling out to him by his name and singing his praise with every step you make and every breath you take. I pray that I have been blessing you. My brothers and sisters, wherever you are, today I come to you again in the name of EZER, our Redeemer, the Holy One of EZER-IAH, our King, the one who gave to our ancestors his name, his commandments, his promises, and his land. The same one who took them out of the land of Egypt. The Almighty One who scattered us among all the nations because of our ancestors' disobedience. The same one, EZER, who promised he will gather us from the four corners of the earth where we are scattered when we rethink and turn back to him, when we change our ways and turn back to EZER's ways. EZER will gather us. My brothers and sisters, again, today I bring you another psalm. But the reason why I'm bringing you these psalms is I want you to comprehend. I need you to know. By you just saying these psalms, they are not miraculous. The psalms are instructions to us. The psalms are instructing us, they are directing us, they are counseling us. And that's what I want you to comprehend. I want you to know that when you're saying the psalm, when you say a psalm, when you read it, it is your obligation to listen to what they are saying to you. And you, in turn, have to do what they are telling you. It's not just saying it and putting your book down. It's not just saying I'm saying psalms. No, it's more. The psalms are instructions to us. Just like the other parts of the book where the prophets are telling us what to do. They are telling us what our ancestors did and also what they should not have done, so that we would learn from their mistakes. And in every case we see they are showing us EZER helped them when they call out to him. So I want you from today, I want you to take your time. I want you to comprehend what I'm saying. And when you take your book and you read a psalm, I want, before you close that book, you should comprehend what it has said to you. You must comprehend what you just read. You must be able to take up unto yourself all the instructions that you have just gotten and use them to better yourself. Use the instructions that your ancestors are giving you to better yourselves. They are instructions of wisdom, of knowledge, and comprehension. They are the truth. If you should have a vision of a psalm it does not mean that you have to read this psalm over and over. You read it until you comprehend what it is saying to you, the instructions it is giving to you. And you have to take from that psalm what you should do and what you shouldn't do from the instructions that is in it. And then take it upon yourself and start doing it. That's what the Psalms are for to us, my people. For if you are not taking the instructions that are given to you from the Psalms or from the rest of the book, then it is useless to you. You need to take the instructions that are given to you in the Psalms and do them. Now, my people, if anyone will read the Psalms and then go and pray to JC or Idol or any of the other names that they are given, this is a foolish person. For if you read the Psalms, every one of the Psalms are telling you whom you have to pray to. They are telling you there is a name that you are supposed to call. They are telling you that it is only one name. And it's that one being that is there for you as an EZER-IAH. And if you should read, anyone who reads the Psalms and still being a Christian and putting their trust in a man or in an idol, that person does not comprehend the Psalms, and they know not what they are reading. As again, I'm going to say to you, anyone who reads the Psalms, they will know with wisdom, they will know that they have one mighty one. He has one name. He is the one that has given us commandments. He is the one that has made promises to us. And he is the one who has given us a land. And he is the one who promised he is going to gather us from the four corners of the earth where he has scattered us because of our ancestors' disobedience. And he has given us an opportunity for us to come back to him, to call on his name, ask him for forgiveness and for his mercy, and he will gather us and bring us back into the same land that he gave our fathers, ancestors. That same land that they could not have kept because of their disobedience. And we will have to be obedient. We will have to live according to his ways, his principles, his ordinances, his precepts, his commandments. And then we will live there. My brothers and sisters, I will read Psalm 107 with you today, and I will comment as I go along. And I hope you will hear in this psalm the instructions EZER has given us, what our ancestors are telling us, what they did, and the instruction they are telling us what they did so that we will know what to do. That's what the Psalms is about. They are telling us the experience they had so that we will not make the mistakes that they made. These are the instructions. These are the principles. These are the ordinances and the precepts and the commandments that have been laid down. And they have written this book to help us to comprehend them. So I pray as I go through this work that you will be enlightened and it will be opened up unto you the way that you should use the Psalms for your benefit. Now I present to you Psalm 107, crying for deliverance. Verse number 1. Give thanks to EZER, for he is good, for his mercies endures forever. Comment. Here we are advised to give thanks to EZER for his goodness and for his mercy, and that they are forever. Verse number 2. Let the redeemed of EZER say so, whom he has redeemed from the hands of the enemy. Comment. Here we are told that we, the people whom EZER has redeemed, must say that EZER is our Redeemer. As we are told in Isaiah chapter 47 verse 4, our Redeemer, EZER of hosts, is his name, the Holy One of EZER-IAH. He is. Here are a few scriptures saying to us who is the Redeemer of the Israelites. Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 4, Deuteronomy chapter 13 verse 5, Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 8, Deuteronomy chapter 9 verse 26, 2 Samuel chapter 7 verse 23, 1 Chronicles chapter 17 verse 21, Nehemiah chapter 1 verse 10, Psalm 19 verse 14. In Isaiah 49 verse 26, we read, I will feed your oppressors with their flesh, and they will become drunk with their blood, as with sweet wine, and all flesh will know that I am your Savior and your Redeemer, the mighty one of EZER-IAH. EZER is speaking to Isaiah that he would bring the message unto us, his people. Here is the meaning of a Redeemer. One who regains possession of someone or something. One who repays, recovers, saves, or exchanges something for something else. Verse 3. And gather them out of the lands, from the east and the west, from the north and the south. Comment. Here we are told that EZER will be taking us back. EZER is the one who will regain possession of us from all the places where we are scattered. From the four corners of the earth, he will save us. It's no one else but EZER. Verse 4. They wandered in the wilderness in a solitary way. They found no city to dwell in. Comment. They were alone there. There was no place for them to set up a city. They were passing through other people's land, just as we are today. Verse 5. Hungry and thirsty, their bodies fainted among them. Comment. When they needed food and water, this is what they did. Then verse 6. Then they cried unto EZER in their trouble, and EZER delivered them out of their distresses. Comment. My brothers and sisters, we are in the same situation as they were in. They are telling us what they did, that we may know what we have to do. We have to cry out unto our Redeemer. We have to speak these words as he told us in verse 2. In the book of Job, chapter 19, verse 25, Job tells us this: I know that my Redeemer lives, and he shall stand at the latter day upon the earth. Here, Job is saying to us who EZER is to us. He is our Redeemer. Verse 7. And EZER led them forth by the right way, that they go to a city of habitation. Comment. EZER is the one who is doing all of this for them, no one else. And he is the one who will be doing it for us. My people, this was recorded for us to make us know the truth and for us to reject the lies that they knew would be told in the latter days, in our days, the days of their children. Verse 8, that we will praise EZER for his goodness and his wonderful works to us, the children of men. Comment. For all his goodness, for everything. Verse 9, for EZER satisfied the needy soul and filled the hungry soul with goodness, as EZER did for our fathers in the wilderness, so he will do for us today, when we cry out to him in obedience to all his instructions, counsel, and commandments that he set before us through our fathers, and are showing us from the pages of this book that they prepared for us. When we get to know and begin to do what they are telling us, then we will begin to receive all EZER's goodness, and we will be satisfied. Verse 10, such as sitting in darkness and the shadow of death, being bound in affliction and iron. Comment. My people, we are the people sitting in darkness. The truth has been hidden from us. Our people don't know who we are, and our people think our history began with slavery. We are walking in the shadow of death because we live carelessly and we lack the knowledge of self. Yes, we are bound up in affliction and iron. We are suffering from every disease, and the iron has been removed from our necks. Now it's on our hands, waists, and feet. And we are bound up behind iron bars. What is the cause? Verse 11. Because they rebel against the words of EZER and contemn the counsel of EZER the Most High. Comment. The people will not listen, and they are not doing as they are instructed. They show no regard for Ayah's words, but they show contempt for his counsels. For them doing these things, verse 12, therefore Ayah brought down their heart with labor. They fell, and there was none to help. Comment. Ayah took his blessings from them, and there was no one else to help them. Here, my people, the only one we have to help us is Ayah. There is no one else for us except Ayah, the mighty one of our fathers. There is none else for us. That's what they are saying to us. Verse 13. Then they cried unto Ayah in their trouble, and Ayah saved them out of their distresses. Comment. Here again, they are counseling us on what we have to do. We have to cry out to Ayah, not only when we are in trouble, as some of our ancestors did, although Ayah always saved them, but in everything we must call out to Ayah. Verse 14. Ayah brought them out of darkness and the shadow of death, and break their bands apart. Comment. Again, they are saying to us that Ayah is the only one we have to call, pray to, worship, and glorify, for he is the only one who answers us when we call on him by his name, and he will break our bands. Ayah is doing that so that we, verse 15, will praise Ayah for his goodness and his wonderful works to us, the children of men. Comment. Praise Ayah for his name, for life, for his commandments, his promises, for all of Ayah's creation, his loving kindness, his mercies, his forgiveness, etc., etc. Verse 16. For Ayah has broken the gates of brass and cut the bars of iron apart. Comment. When we begin to call on Ayah again, he will also do for us as he did for our fathers when they called out to him by the name Ayah that he gave to them. Verse 17. Fools, because of their transgressions, are afflicted. Comment. Our people are foolish because they don't know the reason they are afflicted is because of their sins, their transgressions. And that's what they are telling us right here. For if we have no sins, we will have no affliction. Here we are given one example. Verse number 18. The souls hate all manner of meat, and they draw near unto the gates of death. Comment. Our people will not eat what EZER give us to eat. They will not follow the dietary laws. And they love the food of other peoples. All unclean food our people now eat. All processed food, abominable food that's causing their death. Yet they hate the foods that EZER caused his rain to fall on, his lightning to charge, his sun to heat and bring to perfection. Food with all the minerals of the earth that our bodies need to be healthy. The yam, cassava, corn, etc., etc. And the flesh that we should eat. The foods he has blessed. Yes, they rather death. Verse 19. Then they cry unto EZER in their trouble, and EZER saved them out of their distresses. Verse 20. He sent his word and healed them, and delivered them from their destructions. Comment. EZER sent his word and healed them. The same word delivered them. And it's the same word that will heal and deliver us. What word is it with such power? What was the word that was sent to the children of EZER-IAH? What word was sent to Pharaoh? Answer. Psalm 106, verse 8. Nevertheless, he saved them for his name's sake, to make his mighty power to be known. My brothers and sisters, it's his name. The name EZER. Verse 21. Oh, that men would praise EZER for his goodness and his wonderful works to us, the children of men. Comment. EZER know for us to praise him, we will need to know his name. And he continue to say it to us. Verse 22. And let them sacrifice the sacrifice of thanksgiving and declare his works with rejoicing. Comment. When we know that's what EZER wants us to know and do, he will be pleased with us. Verse 23. They that go down to the sea in ships, that do business in the great waters. Verse 24. These see the works of EZER and his wonders in the deep. Comment. Here we are being given an example of danger and despair, when there is nothing we can do with our abilities to change a circumstance. In times like this, what do? We cry out to EZER, and if EZER will help us in times like this, how better it would be for us to be always with him and he with us, so that we will not be put in these situations. Verse 25. For he command and raise the stormy wind, which lift the waves. Verse 26. They mount up to the heavens, and they go down again to the deep. Their soul is melted because of trouble. Who are they? The people on the ship. Verse 27. They reel to and fro and stagger like a drunken man and are at their wits' end. Comment. They are fearful. Then they cry unto EZER in their trouble, and he bring them out of their distresses. Comment. Again, they are telling us what we have to do. We have to call out to EZER, for this is the reason he gave us his name. Verse 29. EZER make the storm calm, so that the waves thereof are still. Verse 30. Then they are glad because they are quiet. So EZER bring them to their desired haven. Verse 31. Oh, that men will praise EZER for his goodness and his wonderful works to us, the children of men. Comment. This is what EZER requires from us, my people. Verse 32. Let the people exalt EZER also in the great congregation of the people, and praise him in the assembly of the elders. Comment. We are to speak his name, saying how great, how excellent his name is to us. We are to do this everywhere at all times, loud or quiet. EZER is our Redeemer. Verse 33. EZER turns rivers into wilderness, and the water spring into dry ground, a fruitful land into barrenness, because of the wickedness of them that dwell therein. Verse 35. He turned the wilderness into standing water, and dry ground into water springs. Verse 36. And there he makes the hungry to dwell, that they may prepare a city for habitation. Comment. That's where EZER made our ancestors live while he prepared his land that was flowing with milk and honey for them to dwell in. They are saying to us, if EZER can do this, there is nothing he cannot do for us. Here, he is doing this that we may dwell. Verse 37. To sow the field and plant vineyards, that may yield fruits of increase. Verse 38. EZER blessed them, the people also, that they are multiplied greatly, and did not make their cattle to decrease. Verse 39. Again, they are diminished and brought low through oppression, affliction, and sorrow. Verse 40. EZER poured contempt upon princesses, and caused them to wander in the wilderness, where there is no way. Comment. That was punishment for them not going into the land when EZER told them to go and take the land. They did not. Instead, they sent men to scout the land. See what they did in Deuteronomy chapter 1, from verse 18 to verse 46. Then chapter 2, verse 1. In chapter 1, verse 26, you would not go, you rebelled against EZER, your mighty one. Please read the whole, what I give you. Verse 41, yet set EZER the poor on high from affliction, and make him families like a flock. Verse 42, the righteous shall see it and rejoice, and all iniquity shall stop their mouth. Comment, yes, the poor will listen. EZER will give protection to them. Yes, the righteous will see the work of EZER, his salvation, and will rejoice. But the wicked in their iniquity will be shut up forever. Verse 43. Whoso is wise, they shall comprehend the loving kindness of EZER. Whoso is wise, they shall comprehend the loving kindness of EZER. Praise EZER, praise EZER. Praise be to EZER now and forever. Praise EZER, praise EZER, praise EZER, praise EZER.